What's your scariest stalking experience? I was a shift leader at a Taco Bell. I was always on the floor with my crew, so I was at the front registers or the drive-through register quite often. I was 24, married, with two small children, and I only lived a few streets away from my store. I would often walk to work to save gas. A guy a little older than me started coming in a lot. He was always very friendly, almost too friendly. He'd only come in on my shifts. I started to find out, and then it turned out he was there for every single one of my shifts. I'd told my husband, so I don't think he ever came to our house, but he was a shadow at work. Then, one day, I came in and found him being trained by one of the assistant managers. He tried to get put on my shifts, but I freaked out and immediately went to the office to talk to the store manager. She had no idea about how he'd been in the store all the time. She knew there was a guy, but she didn't know it was him. She was horrified. She promised that she'd keep him away from me until she could get him transferred to another store. She called the store closest while I was standing there and got the transfer. He'd be at our store for that day only. His next day would be at the other store, and it would be his home store. She let me take the day off. She called in the other night shift manager. When I came to work the next day, she said that he'd not taken the news well, that he'd have to work at the other store and quit. He came a few more times after that, so I got my husband to sit in the dining room to scare him. I did not see him again after that.